In this video, I'm going to share how you can raise your prices without killing your entire business. My name is Kate Putnam. I'm the psychology-driven brand strategist, and I help entrepreneurs like you discover their innate brand advantage so they can scale their businesses. So happy that you're here. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get to it. When I first started an online business, I ran into a situation that is very, very common, but can be extremely detrimental. Basically, I was overbooked with clients, so I never had time to focus on my own business. However, I wasn't making a ton of money because my prices were so low. So even though I was hustling and hustling and hustling, I didn't have predictable lead flow. I never had time to consistently create content. So it created this ebb and flow that was maddening. I would be super overbooked, super busy at one point, and then business would go completely dead. And then I would hustle and work on the marketing again, get that moving. And then this cycle would repeat over and over and over again. There got to a point where I had to take a serious look at my business model and the structure and systems that I had set up. But I made a very scary realization at that point. Even if I was consistently booked out and I didn't have that ebb and flow, and I magically had time to do the content marketing and the lead generation that I needed to stay booked out, I still wasn't going to be making very much money. And worse yet, I wasn't profiting enough where I could hire the help that I needed to deliver the work either. So clearly something had to change. You start out and you're not super confident in your results or what you can do for clients, so you offer it at a very affordable price. Maybe you're coming from a 9 to 5 and you just use your old hourly rate to kind of dictate what you're pricing your services or products at. Now, as a business owner, there's a ton of extra expenses and a ton of time that goes into non-revenue producing activities. So this often doesn't work very well, and you end up in the same spot that I was. So understand that it can be a natural part of your business progression and your evolution to have to dramatically raise your prices. Don't feel bad about that. It's part of nearly every business owner's story that I've talked to. This isn't about being greedy. It's about building a sustainable business that's going to meet your future goals, not just your current situation. So here are some of the questions that I asked myself when I made this realization. First of all, if I wanted to hire somebody, how could I afford to do it? Also, if I wanted to bring home $100,000 in my salary, how much revenue would I have to create? And how many clients at my current prices would I have to book to get there? The answer was way too many. Also, if you want to invest in courses, masterminds, coaches, that type of support, do you have room built into your prices to be able to do that? And at the end of the day, after all of your expenses and you're just looking at your profit, is all of the time that you're putting into your business worth the time that it takes away from the rest of your life? For me, I'm a mom of 2. I have an amazing husband. And if the business isn't creating any profit for our family, honestly, it doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. If you get to the point where you realize that you need to raise your prices, the next question is, okay, so how do I do this without killing my entire business? Because obviously you have some good things that are going on that we want to maximize, but we just want to minimize all of the busyness and the time suckiness that might be happening in your business right now. The first thing that we want to do is make sure that we're not being perceived as a commodity by the market. So if you are competing on price, you're competing as a commodity. If raising your prices means that you're going to lose all of your clients, that means that you haven't built a strong enough brand to support the prices that you need to charge to be sustainable. There aren't really other options in the market. There's only one you. So make sure that your brand is communicating your unique value to your clients and customers, and that you're not positioned as just another graphic designer or just another copywriter or whatever it is that you're selling. And if you happen to be using price as a primary marketing message, either on your website or social media, say like offering sales or discounts, stop doing that now. Focus on other selling points that attract clients that aren't so price sensitive. So the flip side to the same coin is that you might not have the right clients right now. So if you lose all of your clients because they're all price sensitive, that might mean that you have to not only upgrade your brand so that you're attracting clients that aren't price sensitive, but you need to make sure that you're creating an experience that those people want. Different clients buy at different price points. The beginning entrepreneur is not going to buy the same courses and support that a 6-figure or 7-figure entrepreneur is going to buy. They want the products and services that they buy to be tailored to their situation. So you have to consciously choose what client you're going after and make sure that they have the means to pay for your new prices. When I went through this transition, before I raised my prices, I was working with a lot of like bloggers or very small startup entrepreneurs. They weren't going to be able to afford my prices after, so I had to find new people. In general, I was looking for clients who had been in business longer, or they at least had a well-paying corporate job that they could use to fund their business launch. Now, to bridge this gap while you're making the change, one of the easiest things that you can do is to grandfather in some of your favorite existing clients at the prices that they're paying. They may not want or be able to pay for a massive price hike, but you can attract new clients at your new prices while you continue to be paid by the ones that you really like working with. Another thing that you can do is to scale back your services at the lower price point. So you might think about offering a course or a service that takes less of your time, even though you're going to keep that same price level. That way you have things that are still affordable to people who are in more of the beginning stages or are more price conscious, but then you also have higher end options that you can meet the market at where you want to be. Mileage may vary on this one, but one thing that I found as I'm up-leveling my prices is that I have to up-level my mindset, meaning I have to be willing to invest more in my own business at the same time. So if I'm not willing to invest at the level that I'm asking my clients to, I think there's just like a subconscious thing that makes it really hard to sell. So if you don't honestly believe that you are worth your new prices, it's going to be hard to sell it. So get your mindset right to make sure that you feel 100% confident offering the new prices. And of course, this can take some confidence building, meaning actually selling to clients and proving to yourself that it's going to work. You know, there's a bit of a leap of faith there in the beginning, but do what you can on your end to make that alignment in your own brain as well. If you need help figuring out some of that brand clarity, or perhaps just upgrading your brand so that you can appeal to this new advanced level of ideal client of yours, I highly recommend that you check out my brand new brand course. I walk you through from A to Z on how to build a psychology-driven brand that can command premium pricing. You absolutely deserve to have a business that is sustainable and that it contributes to your lifestyle, not detracts from it. Keep being amazing. I have full confidence in you. Go and raise your prices.